The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And it's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go.
56. Lucky 56.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Over, over. Over, over. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up for the first time with a veteran, Jeremy Maclin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 43. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit! Detroit!
2nd down, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Mayfield looks to throw. His throw incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And his pass incomplete. Maclin, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
And again, it's Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a 1st down throw. Watson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with Fournette. And he's got some space here. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fournette. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Lucky 56. Over.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. Back to it after the pick 6, Mayfield. And that's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Gone!
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Quick slant, that's caught by the veteran Macklin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Hot. Detroit. Hot.
1st down, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this 1st half, but he's got a 1st down here.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone.
Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Mayfield on first down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Detroit!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway from 21 yards away. And the Browns get a score closer. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure, and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
56. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Here's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Macklin.
Leopard.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
All right, now, lucky 56.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Gone. Watch it now, Barney. Gone.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. It's 1st and 10 at the 14.
Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
From the gun, Mayfield. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry as the first half is winding down. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Short boot, take it at the 21. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Hey, back 22.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Final shot before the break. Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A first down throw for Mayfield. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here.
Green 39. Green 39. Black 39, Philly.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal.
Green 39. Green 39.
They get it to him running left. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Reset, reset, reset. Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, Mayfield again. And he's got the hook up to Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Gone! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
A second down throw for Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gone! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Gone! Over! Gone!
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Gets it to Gordon. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Browns' passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Lucky 56! Detroit!
1st down, Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over! Gone! Detroit! Gone!
Mayfield with it once more. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Mayfield on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Richmond.
Watson just beating the play clock. Rolling to his right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Reset. Red. Green the line. Green the line. Tiger. Tiger.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end in Njoku. He's at the 30, past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns are back within a score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Bailey now to kick this one away. Short boot, taken at the 21. Fighting through. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Green the line. Green the line. Richmond.
Running left, it's Fournette. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or two. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the 50, it's Watson, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Tiger.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, they've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed. Over.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Detroit! Over!
Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield to throw. And that's incomplete. Covers that time by Aaron Colvin.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans are going to win the football game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Tiger. Hey, Black 22.
Now Fournette. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Down. Blue 80.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Houston, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.